Okie dokie. But yeah, people are starting to come out of their tents, wondering what the noises were.
I'm gonna put bubbles in the Pokeball because.
Doesn't that take a little while? Because I thought that was the part where you had to spend the next 3 hours convincing him. I might be wrong.
All right. Yeah, gonna go back to the tower then.
Okay. And I will just go ahead and take you guys off now. And I will move you to your tower. So the rest of you are standing outside while all these people are coming in. And you see a mirror just kind of book it with the slime into the tower.
Does the clones follow him?
They dissipate after it gets a certain distance away.
Well... Hello, people?
Hello.
And it helps if I'm mute.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Yeah, always. Well, that was messy.
Very messy.
I will say, anyone who got gooed on your clothes are dyed a slightly reddish color.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I don't know, red kind of suits you.
Are you still flying?
I am.
Well, I mean, I think that we should go, right? You just woke up. Time to get on the road.
Well, that's you and Mir. Went back inside the tower.
Can't we just close the tower, leave the goo in there, and then we can continue on?
I don't know. Some men
should
have a
ask
hard
him.
time doing that.
Melo will hold his palm up and say, "No need to worry, folks. We took care of the problem because we're awesome."
A little old lady will approach you, Dante. Ah, hello, dearie.
Hello, old woman.
So we have you to thank for taking care of the monster. Are you the residents of the tower?
One of them.
Oh, yes. It must be difficult taking care of such a large establishment.
It's actually fairly easy. I don't do anything. Why are you so interested in the tower?
Just looking for work and thought I'd offer my services as a general housekeeper. I can cook, I can clean, I can tidy things up.
Is the place actually dirty? I never seen it dirty, right?
Make an insight check.
Seven.
You don't remember it being dirty, but you also don't remember it being clean. You've never stopped to, run your finger.
Fair enough. Honestly, the places we're going are pretty dangerous. Do you really want to come along? The tower travels with us. you hear me?
I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second.
I said, the tower travels with us, and we're planning to go to fairly dangerous places. Are you sure do you even want to try to work here?
Oh, I'm a retired adventurer, Sonny. Wherever you're going isn't as nearly as half as dangerous as I've been.
What's your rate?
2 copper a day, plus a place to sleep.
Why are so many people traveling on the road? Did something happen?
No, this is just the tradeway.
Fair enough.
This is currently, I was just part of a traveling caravan.
Ah, so you know the area quite a bit, at least.
Current
area.
I've been across the island many times.
What's your name?
Meria.
Insight check.
Me too. Insight check.
It's 6.
Oh, that's a self roll. It was a 19, but I'll public roll instead. Oh, that's a natural 20.
I mean, she wasn't lying, but she also didn't give you a last name.
Mm.
And while this conversation is going on, Dewey, Bidwell, what is your alignment?
Is true neutral.
As you're kind of floating there, or whatever you're doing, you'll feel a presence creep up behind you. He's not really stealthing, but I'll give it a disadvantage. Yeah, you definitely feel him walk up behind you.
Hey.
As you turn to look at him, you notice his eyes are glowing.
Interesting. Firelight really catches his eyes early in the morning.
Did he... I don't think he has yet. He has not. Well, that's going to make this awkward. What is this divided by this? Oof. Well, he'll do it enough. And you'll hear a voice in your head, Bidwell. Those who serve evil's purposes shall be cold for the wicked souls that they are. Doesn't sound like his voice, by the way. I will say, since you did perceive him, you can have a sort of surprise round.
Is he able to reach Bidwell? I think Bidwell's still 20 feet in the air.
Unfortunately, you're about to learn the some of the new fancy features of his sword.
Cool.
I will disengage and move. Turn fire and Eldritch Blast.
I think that's actually a hit. Alright, now we will roll initiative between the two of you. If anyone wants to get involved, I suppose you could.
What the frick is going on?
Unfortunately, you don't know.
How about this? 3 copper.
Basically, what you witnessed is Maya unsuccessfully kind of trying to sneak up behind him, and then basically Bidwell books it, turns around, and fires an Eldritch Blast. Wow, he rolled really well. So I will need you to roll initiative at this point.
Can we also roll initiative or just Bidwell and
I mean, if you want to interfere, sure. Well, he goes first. Unfortunately, he didn't tell me that he was going to do this, so I need to go pull up the stats of the weapon real quickly. Sword of the Sword Saint. Because he had enough points that he was able to awaken it. Or bust out tier 2, if that makes more sense.
When he said awaken, did anybody else hear Metalocalypse in their head? Okay, just me.
Right, so he is going the way I think he's going with this. When does he get that? So you'll see him cross the distance. And then he does have another 10 feet. So 15 feet actually. You'll actually see him start to levitate off the ground.
This little ninja airbender wind steps.
Basically. Well, okay, so that's what everyone else sees, Bidwell. You're the target. You get to see a little bit more of what's happening. So to you, you see these gold and red wings just sprout off of his back. They look very ethereal, very magical in nature.
I feel like a moth in the flame.
does he have? Or is that a level 3 feature? No, he does. You will see him point a finger at you. And there isn't really a verbal component. But he says something in Celestial. Do you happen to understand Celestial?
I don't.
How loud does he say it?
An instant. As he has now inflicted you with Hexblade's curse. He hasn't built any of this out yet. But he is going to now use I need to check something because I forget how I phrased it. Right, he has the other version. So your surprise attack, so to speak, was very good for you because it means you got to reduce what he's about to do. I forgot to change this for him.
Had to start this one off with a bang, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so you will see him erupt, and I mean erupt, in a fountain of blood. So he's going to leave himself with... And I mean, he looks like he's about ready to pass out. But as that blood is spraying through the air, you see basically these ghostly light blades coming out from his body. And there are a lot of them. And they're all like tip pointed at you, Bidwell. There are exactly 32. He didn't need to fly to hit you with these, but he's going to do it anyway. He is then going to take an attack at you. Inventory, Sword Saint. There's a 25 hit.
Yes.
So, wrong one. It's a 6 damage, and then I have to roll the rest of those. /R 32d10.
Okay.
So as he makes impact, slashing you across the chest, every one of these blades just shoots straight towards you, skewering you from almost every angle possible. You suffer 165 slashing damage from them and 6 slashing damage from the sword itself.
That 6 is just like a little extra. Yeah, that's instant. Yep.
And you guys all see Bidwell just fall. Because he was still 20 feet off the ground. He just falls and impacts into the dirt.
What the fuck?
Actually, I'm not
And
that heavy,
as-
so I'd just be like,
And as your consciousness fades to the final gates of darkness, you just hear, and if you come back again, make sure to be on the right side this time.
Oh, 2 copper sounds good. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the? I like the fact that we're talking to this nice old lady, and then what the fuck? What the frick?
And that will end his turn.
well, out of character now.
Yeah.
Bidwell made a deal to come back from the dead the last time. And he failed to meet his obligations. So he got owned.
Oh. Is,
He was
You know,
he was told to steal the Sword Saint. And
oh.
I could not steal it for shit.
Yeah, he has ridiculously good passives,
Oh.
and
That makes sense.
the sword itself isn't just going to let itself get taken, although had Bidwell tried one more time after that, he would have probably taken it. It can only refuse you once a day. But he has ridiculously high passive. You guys will notice at the end of his turn, he basically just floats back down to the ground and is now down on one. Actually, he's down on both knees, kind of beyond winded. He expended a fuck ton of health to make sure you died. So much so that just for the benefit of storytelling, Bidwell, roll a d20 and call odd or even.
Even.
Maya goes from being on both knees to just falling over. Unconscious. As he is suffering from massive blood loss. I mean, I'd even argue to say that there's a nice...
Wow.
or people.
All of these fucking citizens just came out of their tents, and one a guy started floating up, killed another guy, and now he's dead too, and all of his blood is everywhere. Jesus Christ!
It's on you too.
Yeah, it is kind of like seeping towards your boots a little bit.
Jesus.
From red goo to red blood. It's been a
Yep.
bad day already.
Literally, the day just started. We haven't even been up for 1 hour yet. It's been like a couple of minutes.
What do we do with Maya now?
I don't fucking know. I
Well,
guess I'll-
the two of you who have held the sword will hear a voice in your head. You will do nothing. He did as he was instructed. Those who serve evil shall pay the ultimate price.
Can I at least freaking heal him? Like, I don't...
Oh yeah, that's fine. But know that Maya's actions were not his own. I decided to take him for a spin.
You still want the sword?
Absolutely fucking not. I don't say that out loud. I don't say that in my head. I'm saying that as Lori out here in the real world. Absolutely not. Anyway, I will go up to him. I can't move my token, but I'll go up to him and I'll freaking heal him.
Right.
He heals for 7 hit points.
Okay. He definitely can use them. He has less than that in health.
In health total?
Well, not total, but his current health was 2 before you're 7.
Okay.
And now you know the terrible price that the sword carries. If you're not a caster, in order to activate its special abilities, you have to give up your own health. Because spell points can also cut into health. So if you're not a normal caster, you have to use your health. But he did get to spawn 32 D10, so...
Can I at least try to look at Bidwell's body? Like...
I mean,
does he feel like he's
yeah.
coming back anytime
No,
soon?
no, he's actually in half.
What?
Like, from shoulder to pelvic bone, he is sliced in half.
God.
Lovely.
To illustrate that he took more than twice his maximum health and damage.
Can I try
He
to
took almost
push-
like 4 times.
Can I try to just push him back together so that if he comes back, he's not in half?
Does anybody know mending? Does mending work?
You'll
Now?
you'll hear the old lady, Meria. Well, if you'd like, dearie, I could bring him back for you.
That would be wonderful.
What's the price?
Keep in mind they have to be willing to come back, but she'll come over for a second and examine the body.
And just so you know, the game's paused, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see, so... No, she can't use that. No, she can't use that. She could use that. The best I could do with what I have at my disposal. Oops. That was not the number I meant to roll. I could bring him back for approximately... I need about 563 gold's worth of material. And that really is the best I can do.
Shouldn't we ask the sword if she's just gonna kill him again if he comes back?
Well, I mean, sword lady, Miss Sword Saint lady. Are you gonna kill him again if we bring him back, or was that a one-time thing?
She is silent.
Jesus Christ.
I think if he makes another attempt, what the sword said, maybe you shield attack. It seems like a punishment sort of thing. Or I mean, trying. And who the fuck are you?
Yeah, like.
Can't you tell this is a private matter? Our friend just died.
I'm moving across the screen. Like, what is going on?
I heard somebody yell out in Celestial, and, it caught my attention, so I came out to see what was going on, and what a horrible waste of armor that is.
So for Boulder, or for Korg, who just joined us, Maya just absolutely destroyed Bidwell. You basically saw him fly up to where Bidwell was, spawn 32 light swords, and just slash the ever-loathing hell out of him. To the point where he has cleaved him from shoulder to pelvic bone in half.
Your reasoning is...
Sword took over, got mad, and did slashy
Killed
slash.
evil.
Kill true, neutral, evil.
No, killed evil. Evil.
It's coming for you next. I'm as good as they come. Don't target me, please.
Mm-hmm.
And now this new whatever this is has walked over from God knows where.
I was in one of the tents. My name's Walla Walla bin Zamir Brocolier.
Wait, I want to write down your entire name. Say it again.
Type it out better. Voila, voila. Dims Rosier.
I love it.
Bin Zamir. But everybody just calls me Walla. It's a lot easier.
I don't know. I'm just gonna address you by your full name every time I talk to you.
Oh, look at that. Alright, we're kind of mourning our friend right now.
I'm sorry. I mean, is there anything I can do to help? I'm kind of lost and new to this land myself.
Got 600 gold?
No.
Yeah, alright.
Well, shit. I mean, I'm so fucked up. How many times did Bidwell die before this happened? Twice.
Depends if you count the tidal wave.
Yeah, one and a half, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I guess we've lost a party member. We could gain. Well, technically, we have this.
You want to replace a party member so quickly?
I mean, what are we?
Dang, look. This lady's cold.
I just.
I mean, fish are cold-blooded.
Just like the sea. I would
Cold fish, cold fish.
I would like to get on with my trial. Bidwell, I don't know what he did, but he's dead because of it.
He helped you on your trial, and you just want to replace him so quickly.
He was a great person. See. We can have a funeral right now. There's a fire here. If you want to put his body on the flames, we could dig a grave.
You already said you want to replace him. And he...
It's not
Nope,
about
you lost face.
I mean, out of character. I mean, y'all were ready to get him and float him last time anyway, so.
It's not even about replacing him. I just want to. We've been here for so long. I just want to get this done and over with. So,
If you don't mind, then if you're just gonna throw him to the wayside, I mean, I could use him.
What?
Is Meria talking to us? The old
Yes.
Use them how?
I have uses for the dead.
Hold on! Holy shit! That is the fucking craziest shit. This random old lady that we just met just now is telling us that she can use our dead friend.
If you don't want me to resurrect him, I could do something slightly cheaper and he could be with you in spirit. But I could also, if I'm going to work as your cleaning lady, I could use a hand.
I think it's the missing part of the spirit that makes it the lesser spell. But I think
You guys are talking about just tossing him on the fire and being done. I mean, I could repurpose this armor. I mean, it's kind of a mess now, but
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Her mentioning of being able to use Bidwell's body. Can I make an insight check to try to identify if she is a member of any secret cult on this island?
I mean,
Or
you can
any
try.
cult at all?
You can certainly try.
And with that, I'll just post this. I don't think it worked. Cult recognition. Oh, there it goes. Basically, I'll have insight on, advantage on
Mm-hmm.
this. So let me just insight. $22.
You're fairly confident if you have heard of this lady, or I mean, how do I word this? Because 22 is good. You've not heard of any specific cult on this island that does this in particular, but you're also aware that amongst cultists, necromancy is very popular, so you're not unconvinced that she could be in a cult. But you're also not fully convinced either, because again, you understand magic to a certain degree, and you understand that there is just the school of necromancy itself, so she could just be a necromantic wizard. But you know that the act that she's talking about in of itself isn't that far off from a cultist type of thing. I mean, there are death cults that bring back people all the time for soldier purposes.
And which one is the woman?
This one, I just haven't changed her picture yet. I introduced her as a commoner, but she reintroduced herself as Meria. She basically approached the party after Amir walked away, looking for... she's looking for work. She's a retired adventurer, and she wanted to offer her services as a cleaning lady, housekeeper for the tower.
Does this lady look familiar to Koy at all? Sorry.
I mean, you'd roll an insight for that.
Oh. I'm sorry for asking a lot of questions, but what is this, like, area here? That's all.
That's blood.
Red and circle.
That is blood. Literally,
Oh.
you watched Maya explode in blood as those swords started to form in the air. And everybody kind of gained a small insight into how the Sword of the Sword Saint works. If you don't have magic to use, because it's normally an expenditure of spell slots to make those swords, you can use blood magic. So he burned a fuck ton of HP to spawn these swords. And in return, he got to deal 32 D10 to Bidwell. Keep that in mind.
Alright. So
So yeah, that's basically his blood flowing out of his body.
Alright, I thought it was something like detect good and evil or something.
No, that
like
was just the best. That was just the best thing I could come up with on the fly for a big pool of blood.
Alright, so Org will walk up to here. You look at her and say, "Greetings. If we have not done introductions, because I apologize that I wasn't really paying that much attention. The name's Korg Natal, but you may call me Korg, and I say, plan to do the body of our fallen friend here."
Oh, if I am going to be in your employment, keeping a... She kind of glances at the tower up and down. I'd hazard a guess to say that's about 80 feet tall. That's going to be a lot of space for a one old lady to clean. So I can use my talents to bring him back to be one of my minions. A skeleton is just as good at hauling things as other servants. She kind of smiles when she says that.
And we're question here. You're a sort of deity you follow. Is there anyone specific you pray to whenever you're in a tight situation, or at night, or at some sort of temple? If they have one.
Whatever. What's up? I am of a very pragmatic mindset, my friend. While I do not discredit that the gods exist, I do not believe that they care enough to help us. So I do not really pray to anyone, but rather believe in my own merit and power.
And one last question, if it has not already been asked. How did you, your friends here, first of all, find this place? I mean, I know it's a dumb question. Part of the question with how big and obvious it is in this field. And second off, how did you manage to build all this in a single night?
Well, first, this is the tradeway. I was just tagging along with this caravan. As to how they got it up, they have several spells that are unique to this island that help make putting tents up rather quickly.
And what was your dealing with this caravan? Did they hire you, or did you just randomly meet up?
I just tagged along with them from the last city I was in. One moment, I have to actually look up the name of the city because it's been so long and no one's ever gone to that city that I've forgotten the name of my own city.
Why don't you say that?
I do. Gold Rock. Which is a city to the east.
I would like to make an insight check to see if she's telling the truth here.
Sure, go for it. That's probably a more accurate picture for her. You get the feeling she's not lying to you. She's very...
Alright.
She's just simply she is simply a retired... As she's presented to you, she is a retired adventurer looking for simple work. She probably doesn't really need much to do, but just enough to keep her busy. So that's kind of what you believe from her.
But she's also the adventurer that's been traveling around. So she has a good idea of the surrounding area.
You're also very clear on the fact that she has at least a 3rd level spell. Because bringing someone back, that is the minimum you can cast.
That's why I've been tagging along with her, because I really don't really know where I'm from, so she's kind of been helping me figure it out.
Oh, so you know Meria.
Well, I mean,
for as long as we've been on, for as long as we've been on this caravan.
Oh.
He's been a very interesting sort to talk to. You don't meet many of his kind outside of the magic rings.
And I turn to Walla Bismir Bronzilier?
Walla.
I tried it.
Here, both here.
What
Made it
specifically...
difficult on purpose.
What specifically... I don't want to be disrespectful, but what specifically are you?
I mean, what I am now is not Warforged, not Golem. I know who I am. I know what I can do and where I came from, but I don't, like, everything else is a blank. Like, all I've got are my skills, and I don't remember what I was. Like, I feel like I was taller, but I don't know.
How tall is he, like, compared to Bidwell?
I'm 14 inches taller than Bidwell.
Specifically.
It kind of looks like a well-articulated metallic golem, but a little bit more articulated. Like, it could have been Warforged, but there's no core. And there's a glyph that used to be in his forehead, and it looks like 3 claws have drug from the top of the head to the top of the eyes, like breaking whatever ward was on that sigil. And so he's just kind of looks like a handy little helper.
You know, out of character, just me speaking, I really hope this lady is gonna be like the big bad evil guy. I hope that she, like, is the bad one at the end of the road.
She wants to recycle Bidwell.
That doesn't make her bad. She's a very efficient necromancer.
Efficient.
All I'll give you on that one.
Alright, so 2 copper a day, you said?
That's what she said. Which is, what, a gold every 50 days?
Oh, wait. You're paying her to adventure with you?
She said she wanted to clean the tower for 2 copper a day, so...
Oh, okay, I'm with you. I wasn't here for that when I walked up after.
Okay. Well, I mean, Walla, you can, I guess, do as you see fit with Bidwell's armor. Does Bidwell have anything else on him, like a bag or anything?
You just
Make a perception
bag.
Okay. 17.
Not that you can see.
Interesting. Well. Should we try to stitch his body up first before you repurpose him, or can you just use... use him the way that he is.
I can use him the way he is.
Okay. And Koy looks around to everyone around. If I ever do die, I do not want to be repurposed. I would like a burial to be had. So, just saying.
Alright, we'll give you a necromancer burial.
Not that one. I would like to be buried in the ground or set aflame.
Flaming zombie, that sounds interesting.
Okay, that's disrespectful.
We'll go look at Koy, then at what's the woman's name again? I honestly forgot already.
Meria.
Miriam?
Meria.
Meria. And he'll look at Meria, come back to Koy and say, I promise I won't let her 10 feet from you. I'm keeping an eye on her no matter what.
Have fun with that.
She's telling the truth, but can't be certain. She is sick, but it sounds like she's telling the truth, though.
I mean, I'm right there with you, but
Should we take any weapons away from Maya in case he goes nuts again and tries to kill one of us?
I mean,
He'll a companion. Do we just want to leave him the puddle of blood and see what happens?
It seems like it's probably a one-time thing, unless you go around threatening the Sword Saint sword. So.
I say we put his hand in a bucket of water.
Well, then
That would be great. He already has his blood all over, and now more fluids. Well,
It's funny. So do we want to strip your former companion down? Any gear besides his halved armor?
I mean, I'm not gonna do it. One of y'all do it.
you didn't hesitate last time. What happened there?
Well, I didn't
The
hesitate
character,
to
she's afraid he's
suggest.
gonna wake up again.
Oh, so when you had a chance to wake up, you were willing to steal from him. Gotcha.
I wasn't taking off his clothes. I was just taking like if there was any items on him, not all of his,
Well, I mean that's what I mean. I don't mean like strip him naked. I mean just like strip him of gear. You were just looking for a bag. Sure,
That is
there's other
true.
stuff.
I mean, I didn't know if he wanted to like take his clothes too, so you could be like the new Bidwell, just
Oh no.
You really got this idea to replace him.
There's only one Walla, and I'll just warn you right now. I'm a light sleeper because I don't.
Oh.
So don't try to dress me up like your fallen companion for shits and giggles.
I mean,
I wasn't, but
yeah, that's definitely what I'm the exact same track. You say this now, but one day you might just be closing your eyes and you wake up. Oops! Now you're Bidwell. Shocking.
That would be shocking because I woke up and I was this. And that was shocking.
how you weren't always this?
Exactly. I don't know, but I know. I mean, Warforged don't panic. They don't have emotions. So I have no core, so I don't follow traditional construction. I'm just. I feel like a misplaced vessel.
So, do you feel emotion?
Fuck yeah. Like, I mean, it was from a scientific aspect, it was overwhelmingly exciting and horrifying at the same time to wake up like this. And I mean, just to know that I wasn't this, but I don't know what I was. like, I mean, there are like pertinent gaps in my precious memory that it drives me crazy. But at least I kept the pertinent skills. So I guess the other memories weren't that important.
Well, we're currently on a trek, so maybe along the way you'll start remembering things.
I mean, maybe it seems like when I do little things here and there, like I get little flashes of before. You know, I mean,
Yes.
their memory.
You say you remember where you came from. Where was that?
Ravnica.
And you woke up there, or you just...
No, I woke up here. Like, I mean, it's long abandoned little hut of a laboratory, and
Then how do you know you're from Ravnica? If you just appeared here.
well, that much I know. I mean, I know I'm Walla. I
Oh,
mean, I know my career, my path, but I can't place a
But
finger
how do
on
you
what
know?
I was.
so I think so. Your memory, you know that you come from Ravnica, but you don't know anything else past that.
Right.
And you know your name is Walla, but you don't know like your parents.
Right.
So it could be
Maybe.
technically implanted memories that are not really your own.
I mean, that is true.
It
You did wake
could
up in a
be.
laboratory.
Could be.
And this
And
island
you-
has a major inventor here who likes playing with magic items.
But you also know that you were taller than what you are right now.
Well, I mean,
You're such a
feel like I was taller, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, cause I don't. Well, you say that when you do stuff, you'll remember. So hopefully, as we continue on, you'll remember. But it seems so weird that you would just have. Cause one of our party members, who's not here right now, who's in the tower, he doesn't remember anything from before a couple of days ago. But you have certain small memories.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know the words and the definitions, friends, family, colleagues, all that. I can't place a finger on a single face or name to save my life. But I mean, I've been over this body a million times, and it's more like it's a construct. It's just a very well made, articulated golem, I guess is the common term, but or clockwork. I mean, it just depends on where you come from, but
Well,
Yeah.
why don't we head to the tower so we are not standing in blood?
You need to drag Mallow's body along with us, though.
What?
We could,
Not Mallow, sorry, Maya.
Maya. We could sleep it off here. Meria, if
So
you
am I clear to A, work for you, and B, turn your friend into a helpful servant?
yes and yes.
You had clearance a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, dearie.
Just know they watch.
So the metal man's coming with us, and this weird lady gets the thief.
Sort
I
of.
mean, yeah, that's really summed it up pretty concisely.
so Wallace.
Mela would shrug and grab Maya and start dragging him along.
Just sleep it off. He's fine.
So if nobody else is going to grab the gear, the Walla will grab all the gear off of Bidwell before he becomes a zombie butler.
It's probably all stolen anyway. Yeah, you can take it.
Wow. All of this is such deep animosity for Bidwell. Jesus.
There's only a little bit that was stolen.
How do you know it's stolen?
No, out of character.
Okay. I thought you like a
Is there any way that I can take a lock of Bidwell's hair just to remember him by?
Oh,
That's kind of creepy.
It is. We only known him for a week.
Well, you know, Koy doesn't have many friends, so...
it's only creepy if we look over in the corner and she's like twirling it under her nose.
You guys will notice that Meria starts to make these hand signs as she speaks in a language that most of you probably don't understand. Just checking. Does anyone here speak Gith?
Oh no.
So close.
About Ignian. If you
What
speak
was that?
Primordial, that'll cover it, but Ignian specifically.
I speak primordial.
Then you will understand almost half of what she's saying. It sums up to... you can tell she's casting a spell. And you will see... what look like 3 coffins just unearthed from the ground.
She's doing Edo Tensei?
She will then cast another spell. I say this for the benefit of if someone is going to cast counterspell. I don't think you are, but I'm going to say it just in case.
Wallace going to move out of the way.
The coffins. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I was just gonna say that Koy's just right before she's gonna put him in anything, she's cutting off Bidwell, like a piece of Bidwell's hair. And then she backs away.
I am going into the tower.
Soon she's gonna be making dolls using his hair.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yes.
Stalker. Well, in that case, Org is. I'm guessing once the coffins appear, it'll be clear that she's casting some sort of spell? Or.
Yeah.
Alright, so. We'll go look at the newly appeared coffins. He'll ask Mira, may I ask, what spell are you doing? Conjure up these boxes.
Well, sorry, dearie. That is a trade secret. But the next one I would be happy to divulge to you. And the next spell she uses is basically... the next spell she uses... because, I mean, it's no secret per se. She did say she could bring him back. So the minimum spell that you would need is Reincarnate, which is a 5th level spell. So you can stand a reason that you guys would understand she can cast at least 5th level spells.
This is a really powerful person to just want to work on 2 copper a day.
And so you'll see each body. As
You know the area that I am aiming for.
Yeah, out of character, I am not convinced she does not have ulterior motives.
Oh, she definitely does. I'm just going to use the information as best I can. We don't know where we are or how to get there.
So you'll just hear her say verbally in common, dance Makarabe.
Hey, Makarabe.
And you'll see the 3 coffins basically open up and 3 skeletons climb out, and Bidwell's body literally just erupts as a as a skeleton climbs out of it.
Or go look at and say, I guess you can have his skin now while you're at it.
I just want the hair. This is not for me.
More away from my body if I die. What I mean?
Anyway, she will then cast. No, she doesn't need to waste any more spells for today. Alright, dearie, I am ready to go. We are ready to do our due diligence and clean this tower.
So, this entire time, has Amir just not been here?
Yeah, no, he went into the tower. He's been gone for a while. That was like literally the first thing that happened. He literally just took his slime inside before anybody else came out of their tents. Presumably to not scare anybody. But that failed.
Okay, so I guess we'll get Amir and then we'll be on our way.
Fish lady.
Okay, first of all, name's Koy.
Yeah, that's a fish.
See, but I'm not a fish. I'm an elf with the name of Koy.
She's right. She's cold fish lady now.
I like fish.
Okay, head fish lady.
How may I help you? How may I help you?
I myself have already found 2 extremely powerful items inside that tower. Are you sure you want to let someone that is this powerful and we don't know to just go inside and do whatever?
Well, it's not really up to me. It's up to well, Korg said that he's watching her, so you know, I'll be watching her too. We'll keep an eye. Plus, when we're not in the tower and the tower closes, she can't do anything technically. She can only it just time will skip for her. So.
And
We'll
actually,
shrug and say, okay.
I turn to her and I say, Meria, do not take anything from the tower. It doesn't belong to you, okay? If you find something, put it back. Don't, thief.
I am a wizard,
Yeah.
not a thief.
yes, I'll definitely stop somebody. Fish lady Koy. Good job. I just clap my hands like I walk to the tower.
Thank you. I take a bow, and I feel really good about myself.
So what was the plan? Are we going in the tower, or...?
We're gonna get Amir, break the news to him, I guess, and then, leave.
I think we have to ask permission of Dibs first before he's gonna enter the tower.
I mean, that is true, because there's a attacker straight up out the gate.
We follow a cat.
To be fair, that cat can fuck you up.
That's true.
He soloed 3 griffins when it took down 2 people. So, just be careful. And it's not evolved yet.
Yep.
Our leader really should be the cat. It really, Dib should be,
Says the fish lady.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Who's feeling zesty?
I always feel zesty.
We'll make D100. Thank you. And then, one moment, I'm pulling something up. So I assume everybody's stepping into the tower.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll ask Amir about letting somebody in the tower to clean.
What?
If somebody wants to clean and knows the area.
As he seems to emphasize that last part of the sentence.
One can know what we're doing.
Oh, it's 2 copper a day. Do you agree?
I mean, going off of 2 copper a day, cleaning tower, knows the area? No.
Yep. Alright, go tell her that.
You don't trust her, Amir? You don't think that it's... You think it's too good to be true?
What were you told when you were sent on this quest?
To...
Find our way to the hatchery.
Yeah.
Nah. There's somebody else in here. You can't know that. I kicked this new thing out. Get out. Get out.
Oh!
I can't remove him.
Fair enough. No one can know the quest we're on. And you bring in 2 new people?
Well,
What does Goodwill say?
Well,
he's
ooh,
dead.
He's dead, yeah. Ugh.
Then we'll just bring him back.
You can't do that because he's a zombie now. Amir, you've missed a lot.
Who made him? Why is he a zombie?
Cause the lady came, she said, "Oh, you know, I can revive him for gold. We don't have the gold." She said, "I can make him a servant that's useful." So we said, "Okay, bet." And then we gave.
What?
Yeah, Fish Lady's idea. So-
It was it her idea to hire this person and then
It
have this
wasn't
other new
necessarily-
person?
she offered. She brought herself up to us to make the offer.
Yeah, we
So-
didn't go after her. She came to us.
And it's
You
like
know-
I'm the only one weary of this person.
We're not necessarily not weary of her. It's just that.
Doesn't like her? I like her.
Okay, so that's a yes then?
Someone roll a d50 for me.
We can't. No one can know the quest from a
She
defense.
doesn't,
Well, we don't have to tell her.
she doesn't have to tell the mission, just ask which
Just
way
let
to
her-
the north.
Stay in the tower. We don't have to tell her where we're going. We just are going somewhere.
Gonna stay in the tower
Exactly.
with the item.
Ooh,
I mean, she
very
literally.
vague.
Okay, when we are in the tower, we will be here with her. She'll just be sleeping, and I don't even have to go to sleep if we really want to watch her like that. First, second of all, when she's in the tower, she can't actually do anything, cause you can't when it's all closed and anything like that. So, you know. I mean, it is up to everyone else, but she just seems really freaking cool. Okay, she can raise things from the dead. That's
I
fun.
know a couple people that can do that.
Wow.
How do you know a couple people that can do that? You remember one goes back to a couple weeks.
And who do I know?
Carcoon, I'm guessing.
Yeah, therefore, a couple people that can do that.
Oh, that's a joke. That's a really funny joke. I get the joke now.
Wait. So, Amir, you disagree with the hiring lady?
What were we told when we were set upon this great quest of trust.
And you kicked Walla out. I just can't remove the token. So speak for you.
They said to get the egg to the hatchery.
And who could know?
Well, we technically can't even tell them because we literally can't tell them. They were not allowed to tell people that we're on this trip. We literally, even if we tried to mention it, it wouldn't work. So it's not necessarily too much of an
Agree that she
issue.
can come then.
Yeah. Because I don't think that they would know as long as, the egg is not, as long as the egg is not extremely visible to them and it's somewhere hidden or, maybe we restrict her from one of the floors so that if we see her going on one of these floors, we know that she's, here for ulterior motives. Maybe she doesn't go up to the top floor. She only stays on the second and the bottom floor.
Dibs, what do you think? You're the wisest of us all.
I mean, it really is up to you, Dibs.
Well, seriousness.
That's fine. They can come. As long as you know your question. Are they trusted? Well, I know she's trusted. Is he trusted? Is they trusted? Are they trusted?
I wouldn't trust neither of them. We just met them.
I trust her. I do not
Is
trust
is she? Did you guys let her in, or is she still standing outside?
I said we have to talk to Dibs for the meeting, so give us permission to get her in.
Okay, then she will not add what she has to say.
Okay. So,
Is he is the robot thing trusted?
I mean, he can't remember. I mean, he's kind of like you. He doesn't really remember anything.
he says he doesn't remember anything.
I mean, that's true, but... a lot of people come to this island and don't really know why they're on this island, so I wouldn't really immediately say that he's shifty, because he doesn't, remember everything.
How about this? We'll put it on a vote. Marlo, you haven't said anything about it exactly besides, do you have any inputs you want to add?
Oh, do I need to go in there where you are?
No, I'm technically on the same floor as you. Just edit conversation.
If we're not even on their floor, then how are we talking to them?
There's a hole in the floor.
Yeah, they're screaming up the hole.
I vote no.
Alright. How about this? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no to accept the housekeeper.
Okay. So wait, well, hold on. What is for no? What's for yes?
One is yes.
One is yes. Right?
Oh, the centipede or woohoo. Alright.
What was the? Sorry, DM was backgrounding. What?
We're voting
On what?
on keeping the housekeeper. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I think the the yes has it.
Oh, she's coming along, but she just can't. Where is the egg specifically, Amir? Is it on the 3rd level?
I mean, I assumed it was where you were, but if you want it on the 3rd level, it can be on the 3rd level.
I think it should be on the 3rd level.
Which one's the third level again? The shower, right?
Yeah,
So the bathroom's off limits?
to the lady. Yeah.
That's cruel workspace environment, but okay.
The bathroom is off limits.
Take your
to-
breaks
To the
outside.
little metal dude.
Oh, I was thinking about the lady too, because we don't really.
I'm fine with her.
Are you sure?
I don't know if I'm fine with her.
Wait, why the sudden change?
Third level. No, I think that she should come
The
along.
voice in my head told me that she is very trusted.
Who's the voice in your head? No, you're not getting silent now. Who's the voice in your head? There's too many voices to keep making people's heads.
We'll go whisper over to Koy. I think all these beasts are getting to Amir's head. I think we need to put him down. Or tie him up. There's like a big case of insanity here, though.
All of you are on something, because what did you Korg, you're something anyway. Cause
Alright.
I'm just joking around here.
mm,
My fault you can't take a joke.
You know your jokes get you in trouble, right? The last joke with the Eldritch Blast to a store clerk? Hilarious.
I wasn't doing it to a store clerk.
oh my goodness.
Besides,
Guys, we can't
you
fight
seem to
every
be-
time. We're not gonna get anywhere if we keep on fighting each other.
Alright, we agree on the housekeeper. Now for the metal man.
The only situation is I don't know if I want her to see the egg. That's it.
I have suspicions of there's other powers at work here. I think we could trust her as I stare at him here.
Flying is not an exact science.
Uh-huh. Well, you said the magic voices in your head said it's trusted, so it's on you now. So vote for the middleman. 1 for yes, 2 for no.
Okay.
What?
I voted yes, but Dibs voted no.
Okay.
So currently, yes is winning. Mallow?
No. Oh no, he didn't vote.
Malo? DC will be right back. Nope.
Eh?
So,
Hey, there it is.
we're voting for the middleman.
For the who?
The middleman, Walla Walla.
Oh, so we're voting on that too.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, now we're tied. Interesting.
How about Bubbles'
I mean-
vote?
I mean, that's if you count all the Beasties votes.
Do all the beasties vote yes?
I mean, Dibs voted no. I mean, that's if you count Beastie's vote. If you don't count Beastie's vote, then you didn't.
Well,
It's
see,
just like me.
I think Dibs is our leader, so I can't really count out his vote. So I really.
Okay, we'll just invite. We'll invite the middleman
You
in.
can only go to half the level.
Oh yes, let's do that. That's a compromise. Hey.
All right, take the egg to the top floor.
Yes. I will go with the egg, I guess.
And invite the new people in.
Milady, you come in. Sorry about that. And
Walla Walla.
what?
Yes, I know. Just say it. Walla Walla. The rolls of the tongue.
You can just call me Walla. Or, I mean, even my last name translated means tinker, so Walla, tinker, tink. Walla Walla Benzamir Broccolier, if you want to be proper.
You may enter.
Mr. W,
Ooh.
Big B,
If
Double
you-
B.
If it weren't for there already being a dibs, I could go for Dubs as my nickname, but that would get very
Dib
confusing.
dubs.
Dib dubs.
Either way. Alright. So explain to me, Koy, why did we go into the astral sea? Why did my bag of holding explode?
Oh. Okay. I guess secretly Alia is guarding the egg. Okay. Going back down here. Anyway. You know what? I don't freaking know.
Why don't you know? I left good shit in that bag.
You know, that's really not my problem.
It was your room. How is it not your problem?
I was trying to save your life. If you didn't like it, you didn't have to come inside, but you decided that you wanted to walk in, and you wasted my spell. Okay? So, I should be angry. I should be upset.
No, you shouldn't, Goldfish Lady.
Either
I was
way,
a friend. I lost my shit. It's been a bad day.
well, technically, we still need to leave today because we just woke up.
Did I hear you say you went swimming in the astral sea?
Maybe.
I mean,
Those are
not
the-
on purpose.
I mean that's just overwhelmingly interesting, and I would love to get some feedback and data from you a little bit later.
Feedback and data?
Yeah, the scientists.
Fish Lady volunteers to be your experiment.
I do not do any of that.
She definitely does.
Absolutely not. I mean, you want me to tell you what the astral sea looked like?
I mean, anything. I've never been there, and I mean, it's untapped knowledge for me, so the more I learn, better.
It was horrible. Don't ever go there, ever. Terrifying. Scary. Shake, like, all the hairs on your legs will, I mean, you don't have hair on your legs. All the,
Damn.
all your metal will get cold.
Okay. I mean, I'm familiar with cold. I mean, I don't really feel it now, but yeah, I know.
Yeah. You'll feel a pit in your wiring.
Okay.
Terrifying. That's really what I'm trying to say here.
Oh, so you climbed into her rope trick with a bag of holding. I was just trying, I walked in on the whole discussion there, and okay, it makes sense why you lost everything. You're
Does
lucky
it?
you didn't lose your lives.
Wow. I didn't. Well, now we know.
We didn't stay there that long.
That is.
And,
A lot has happened. Why don't we take a short rest and then we'll head out?
A short rest? Do we need a short rest?
Day will break soon. We must get on our feet and go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we should just get on.
Milady, are you going to be traveling inside the tower?
Milady?
I'm looking at the housekeeper you hired.
Yes, if I'm going to be cleaning the tower.
We had issues with moving around when it was shrunk. Just so you know.
That won't be a problem for me.
Very well.
Interesting. Also, hold on. What's her name? Mira.
Meria?
The third floor is, off limits right now. So, just to let you know.
She shrugs. Okay.
That's where she keeps her sex dungeon. You really don't want to go up there.
Yeah?
Hey, that's right. What?
Yes. That's what she does to your beast.
Absolutely not.
That's it. Come on, Fish Lady.
Oh goodness.
She'll start directing, and you'll notice she pulls out a bag, and in the bag she pulls out like feather dusters and mops and brooms, and she hands them to the skeletons, and they just start getting to work.
One of them is like a rotting bidwell.
No, he's a skeleton. There ain't no rot to it.
Oh.
You'll notice her necromancy is very efficient. Leaves no skin behind.
Oh jeez. Luckily you got the
All on the
hair.
ground outside in the tent.
Actually, this is a good time for me to use those tokens. Because I like them.
Yeah.
Now, which one is Bidwell? Just curious.
The shorter one.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh shit.
That is awesome.
Yeah, what the frick?
I told you, I did a lot this weekend.
Holy shit, that's fun.
I just wish we could put the table on its side so I can see it stand up.
Oh yeah.
Just tilt your monitor. It works that way.
Let me try. Nope.
Oops, not 3, I need 2. We'll 2.
Are we walking or are we flying?
I think we decided that we walk.
Yeah, because we need to, go through whatever trials and tribulations lay in front of us.
What do you know of the desert that lies east of here? Let's look at the housekeeper.
It's not really a desert. It's more of a... how to explain? It's more of a... savanna. Many would call it a desert, but it's really not quite as much a desert as if they went to the west, towards... Sorry, 1 second. I accidentally closed that map. Towards Anamorta.
And what's north of it? Of the savannah?
The Dwarven Foothills. At least that's what the locals call them. They don't really have a geological name. They're just the foothills. And from the foothills you can either go into the extreme mountain climate, or you can wander into the frozen wastes.
You know any safe passages through the savannah to the foothills?
Well, other than the creatures you'll run into, the savannah is quite easy to traverse.
How about the foothills themselves?
She kind of looks at you and goes, although it is kind of interesting that you guys would choose to enter the savannah at your capacity.
You believe we can't beat it, or you think we are too powerful for such area?
Tell me, how familiar are you with what are they called? What is the common tongue word for them? Dinosaurs.
Beasties.
I did notice that there are many beasties around. You must be the collector, yes?
No. Yes.
Well, these beasties are a little tough. They range to be very powerful. And the savannah is also an extremely warm climate. If you are not prepared for it, you may have to deal with heat exhaustion, which could slow you down. There's also rumors that there may be purple worms that reside in the foothills. I have not seen them personally.
You said if we're prepared, how would you have us prepared?
You need to be a bit stronger, dearie.
And what
All
are the
four
issues besides the cold with going through the cold climate route other than the savannah?
Yes, that is also a slightly worrying thought process. You could shortcut your adventure depending on where you're trying to go. I assume if you're cutting from the savannah to the frozen north, then you're trying to make your way towards Dungir, the city of the frozen city of the north.
Oh, we're fresh adventurers. We're going all over the place.
Well, then you will definitely have an interesting time in the savannah. But my suggestion would be to at least stop off and Goldrog first to get supplies. Once you make it to Goldrog, then you can go from there whatever route you like.
How far is from here to Goldrog?
Approximately 180 miles.
Will we have the same problem in Goldberg that we had in Draconis Prime of getting supplies?
I believe I can help you in that regard, dearie. I assume you tried to make purchases without being trusted.
Yes, my lady.
I am trusted. If you need
I
to,
trust
if you
her.
need a purchase, no. She actually holds up her left hand, and you see a ring. Well, not that you. Actually, ironically, Walla Walla has the ring too.
What the frick?
You don't get to be a traveling caravanner on this island without being trusted first.
And I earned my keep.
I trust you less now, for some reason.
But as a trusted, I am allowed to do business with the adventurers. But, there are some who are willing to do business if you're doing a certain task.
The problem is we can't talk about the task. It's the first rule of Task Club.
Okay, so let's not ever say that.
Then you just talk about the task,
Yeah, like that.
Mr. Task Club.
Doesn't that kind of allude to what it is?
We didn't even say we had a task. We're exploring.
Yeah, we're exploring.
Yeah, I will admit, she was the one who said, if you're doing a certain task. She's not implying anything. Well, she's not implying anything. She's making an educated guess, being that she is. Okay, so let me reiterate the rule. Technically, if you're talking to someone who has already done the task, you can talk to them about the task. You just can't talk to anyone who hasn't done the task about the task.
Oh, so she.
If she's trusted, she's done the trial you're on right now.
Oh!
She has a ring of the trusted.
That makes. Wow, so we're really. Wow, we're untrusting for no reason at this point.
Well, I mean,
I have reasons.
you guys have reasons, but I'm just saying, just strictly from the Strictly from the Dragon Rider trial, since she and Walla have both passed this trial.
Well, what the...
Not everybody's trial of trust is the same. For a caravaner, it is slightly different. They just want to buy and sell and leave the island. So there is a different task. You want to do something. You want to do something else entirely.
I got like a work visa.
Basically, it basically lets you stay on this island without being kicked off. Actually, I have some interesting facts for you, which I'm going to message.
Technically, we can talk about it, but we maybe shouldn't because it's different for her.
It's up to you.
We're not barred from talking for like Amir suggested.
Yeah, I may not have been clear on that before.
I don't know everything. I know some stuff.
Yeah, well, if you think you don't know everything, don't suggest you know this. Like, yeah.
Well, either way, I think that we should get moving because we need to get somewhere at some point. Since we're not flying, we're gonna be quite low.
Just curious. Have you not considered taking the lake?
The lake?
Like getting a boat and having travel up the lake? We're right by the bridge. Like
the lake.
Oh, there's a freaking lake.
It's more of a moat than a lake.
No, this is. I mean, technically no, because a moat would be just strictly around this space. This is actually a large body of water, like
30 miles wide is not a moat.
Yeah.
more like 400. More like 400 miles wide.
You have a boat?
I mean, you can certainly get one.
You see, I don't trust this island. I don't trust any of the denizens, not the denizens, but any of the creatures. They're all very terrifying and seemingly very strong. If we go on the water, I do not think that we're going to be exempt from fighting a couple of, large octopuses or fish or something like that.
Well, I mean,
I know lakes have octopuses.
I don't know.
The only creatures that I know live in those waters are water dragons. And the water species of dragon.
Are they docile? Are they nice?
They're dragons.
Some of them?
My dragon's nice.
Not docile.
Well, unless you're trying to steal their eggs, I don't think they'll be a problem. But if you want to gain the experience and knowledge of being adventurers, the savannah would be the better way to go.
I think we should go the savannah route just because I feel like if we, have a smooth sail, we're not gonna learn the things that we're supposed to learn.
Learning. Alright.
Everyone
If we're
who's
gonna
not
take-
in a tower, step outside.
I step outside.
Yeah. Me and Elia step outside.
So we're walking the road. Is that it? Do we want to see if we
There's
can
no road.
purchase one of these caravans?
That would be smart. To buy.
Caravan go where there is no road.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. While we'll walk outside and look. Yeah.
As you are looking for a book, Malo, just kind of perusing the shelves, say back here, you find the thing you found tucked in between the books.
Okay, I'll pull it out and put it on.
Looking pretty sharp.
That is awesome.
I know. Just keep in mind
And
it
it
is an
goes-
attunement.
It
So-
goes perfectly with my weapon.
So yeah, when you guys get back, Mala will probably be the last person out. Well, sort of last person. You'll notice he is wearing a very interesting looking trench coat.
Gonna
Mala,
flash people?
do you make clothing on the side or just like stuff? Like, where are you getting all of these things from?
It
This-
looks
this
something
gives it to
like
me.
that.
Oh, that seems scary.
I kind of like it.
I mean, I like it, but terrifying.
That reminds me, what is the weather today?
Oh.
The actual... I need to change the calendar. Because it is the 30th for you guys.
I don't know what the magic of the day is there.
Oh no, you guys already know what the magic of the day was.
Oh,
Well, Bryn might not. But the rest of the party was aware that the Tarrasque that they had to fight was magic of the day.
Yeah.
oh, that's still day. Sorry, I thought we were on the next day.
No, you guys were literally traveling at midnight.
That's right. That's right.
So you just happened to run into the magic of the day. But we are close to our 2-hour mark, so if everyone would like, let's take a 5-minute break. I need to go pee and get my food, and then I will meet you guys back here in 5 minutes.
Roger that.
Okay.
Yeah.